مساء الخير جميعا سأتكلم بالعربية.
Hello to everyone. I will speak in Arabic. Ladies and gentlemen, dear participants, in the name of the Republic of Yemen, I would like to warmly thank the Kingdom of Norway. Thank you very much for organizing this conference for the protection of children in armed conflicts. We would also like to thank the Secretary General's Special Representative for Children in Armed Conflict. Thank you to the Red Cross, thanks to UNICEF and to Save the Children. Thank you to all co-organizers of this important conference. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, for our country, the protection of children is really important, and most important of all is preventing children from participating in armed conflict, preventing the recruitment of children. That is why we closely cooperate with the United Nations. We closely cooperate with UNICEF on the basis of our Presidential Declaration 109 from 2018, and this follows our roadmap as well. This means concrete efforts, and this has allowed the Secretary General to have those efforts registered in his report. Yemeni forces are now no longer blacklisted in the Secretary General's report. We have done all necessary efforts to protect children in Yemen. We have done everything in our power to protect them from being recruited to the armed forces. We want them to be respected, and we want to respect United Nations guidelines against the recruitment of children to the armed forces. Our ministry collaborates with the Joint Ministerial Committee within the framework of different efforts. We know that UNICEF has recommendations for 2023, and we are taking all the steps to create an observatory for the rights of children, an observatory that will continue supervising the respect of children's rights and our efforts when it comes to protecting children. We know that the Houthi militia in our country, as we speak, are constantly violating children's rights. That is why the Yemen question really should be a prioritized one when it comes to your efforts in defending children's rights. There are tools that exist to protect children. We need to ensure that they are used. We need to create summer schools where children can be gathered, and we need to fight against the idea that there are recruitment, radicalization for children where they are indoctrinated to become violent. This should be fought against. The Houthi militia does not only misuse children, does not only recruit children for a military action, they indoctrinate them. And of course, this weakens the official armed forces, and this means disintegration for a certain number of families. Houthis recently decided to attack the health sector. They prevent children from accessing health services and primary health care. This is particularly true for the regions they control, like Hasba, for instance. We know that children suffering from cancer get medicine that is directly dangerous to them. We also know that the children have found themselves in the crossfire, and they have suffered from landmine explosions. The Houthi militia attack villages. They target civilians. Children are the first victims of this. I really very quickly wanted to mention what these militia are doing and what atrocities they commit. But this is just one very rapid summary of what they are doing. The militia continues with its atrocities. As we speak, we know that the peace process is ongoing, but that does not prevent them to commit atrocities, and those atrocities are committed against children. This is unacceptable. This is why this conference is particularly important. It would be important that this organization is classified as a terrorist organization according to Resolution 2624. We want to seize this opportunity, the opportunity this conference gives us, to say that we do support the children of Yemen. Our government has worked for that since 2018. We have signed the Safe Schools Declaration, and we have asked our armed forces not to intervene in schools, not to use or misuse school buildings. We always try to prevent recruitment of children to the Houthi militia. We reintegrate our children. Our children are reunited with their families. All this thanks to King Salman's Center for Humanitarian Aid. Thank you so very much.